uncommon for slow. And then, like, there's games like that, and you're like, well, this is gonna be one-sided. And then the next games, he completely crushes whoever he's fighting, right?
Sometimes
like,
the man builds 3 broadswords on no T3 gens.
Yeah, I mean that was kind of a throwback to like 2016-ish, when it was pretty common. Like, broadswords got a or just T3 gunships in general got a nerf a few years ago, where before that broadsword rushes on like 2 or 3 Tech 3 gens was like, it was not common, but you saw it happen ever so often. Nowadays should never see it. Although he had 4 Tech 2 gens for this one, so.
Although I gotta say, I am quite surprised with the sheer amount of Zerg Canyon that's being played.
Yeah, me too, actually. Especially, like, if I were slow, I might want to veto this map versus Turbo, because, again, if it's like Turbo, generally, I'd say he's kind of a macro-focused player. Do you agree with that?
Yeah, I would say so. He's more macro-oriented, ready to sit back and do, normal eco things.
Yeah, exactly. Like, he's not someone that will do a lot of, like, weird stuff. He's just a very solid player that doesn't really do anything crazy. He will tend to, like, just outplay you, like, on a macro level.
And that's pretty good, it turns out. You can just do that.
It's kind of like the complete opposite of slow.
Alright, we're gonna see the double hunter with no scout out again. Apparently this is the meta now. Although Slow's walking with everything, we're not building the air factory, oh my god. Someone help him.
Oh, he misclicked!
He misclicked? Alright, there we go. Problem solved.
Okay. He actually doesn't have the mass for it anyway. Yeah, he was waiting for his engineer to get to the reclaim.
Oh, it was strategic. I see.
It was strategic.
He's
going for the transport rush as well!
He's gonna do the thing that Turn did! He watched the turn game and was like, yes, this is what I should do.
Oh my god, who takes advice from Turin?
Slow. Slow takes advice from Turin.
This madman. Okay, so laps are about to arrive, but...
Doesn't matter, like, he's got the turn build. Oh no.
Wow.
He's got no air scout to support the labs, so they're just going in blind.
That's honestly, like... I mean, I'd say that 2 quick laps on this map is... I mean, maybe it's fine, but... Like, the scouts, they won't add much. Like, you can see... He's actually microing it, but it's already took too many hits.
Yeah, it wasn't turning the right way because it didn't have a scout, so...
Yeah, the tank instead of 230 would have been at 200 HP. I think... wow, look at the transport! He's going to steal that location!
It's getting scouted immediately, and there's an Inti nearby, and there's Mantis. Oh god, it's slow. What are you doing?
Turbo is gonna be like, what on earth is going on? Am I being pranked right now?
This is a prank show. Alright, but the lab on the other side is gonna get work done, unless it gets reclaimed because it gets stuck on the cliff.
Here's the issue though, what is he gonna do against the Turbo SU walk? So, this lab kills 1 engineer, but it's not a crucial engineer. Also, Turbo sent 3 engineers attack move to the reclaim on the top left, that's quite inefficient.
It's efficient if they die.
Okay, he rushed the bomber, which makes sense, like against the engineers that dropped. There's a tank out, there's a bomber coming, and he will lose at least 3 of these engineers. He's not splitting at all.
Alright, he's gonna hide behind the factories. Alright, they all live for now, but the bomber is coming in. There's no air support and no AA. And he kills 2.
He's not rushing an AA with that factory.
Alright.
Here's the thing, what Slow needs to do, like right now, like he still has the transport. And this is why it's so important, like the transport is kinda idle. But he has 3 factories in his main base, 1 air factory, 2 land. He should be only building engineers out of one air factory, because as you can see right now, Turbo is fully focused on dealing with his proxy. If Slow uses the opportunity to just drop engineers everywhere else on the map and just steal all the max spots, right? You see where I'm getting at? Like, he can maybe make some sort of like thing work where it still would be, well, not super efficient, but you know, you disrupt your opponents, you delay yourself, but you delay him as well, and you just use the opportunity to have all the things easier. And that's kind of the way.
This proxy, you can just like reclaim the rocks, reclaim the factories, and then after Turbo's like fully committed to killing it, you just say, "Oh, never mind, not interested. I'm done."
Well, yeah. The thing is, I still disagree with it being a good plan, but if you do it, then you should. Like, you see, Turbo is sending like almost every single tank and his SU to that proxy. And funnily enough, Slow doesn't have any intel. He doesn't even have a Tech 1 scout there.
He's losing air.
He's building engineers now. I think his units at the proxy should have retreated already. Gotten out there and just circle around the top and then raid top left or something, right? Just go around. And yeah, the air loss is quite bad as well. I think it looks pretty bad for Slow, but that's why generally maps like this, like Slow will try some tricky stuff. But the issue is, on this map, stuff this tricky, it doesn't really work. At least what he tried.
I mean, it was the worst possible case scenario. It immediately got scouted as it was flying over. There was a bomber in the vicinity, and there was a tank in the vicinity.
No, the bomber was made after it was scouted. So the issue is, it's too close to the enemy base. And because the natural progression of the map is that there's lots of scaling on this map, right? There's reclaim, there's maxes, there's lots of hydros. So you're in every normal situation, you're always gonna make unit spam in your main base. And like we saw in every other game on Zerg Canyon, the expansion where Slow dropped is always gonna be taken quite late. So it's not like he really denies much anyway, because nobody gets that expansion early regardless.
And now Slow has 12 tanks to Turbo's 60.
Yeah, I think this is almost a lost cause.
He tried something really tricky, and it worked not at all. Not even like a little bit.
Yeah, it's
been unfortunate, really. Making me reconsider my 10-minute betting timers right here. People are saying they were too short at 5 minutes last time, but now it's a bit silly. Alright, he's gonna try another drop to the top left. He's got a drop down to the bottom right, but damn, he's got no tanks anywhere.
Like something like this, like, the thing is, in the best case scenario, you would drop there. Of course, it wouldn't have been instantly scouted, but even if it did, like, Slow didn't have enough air, like Turbo made a bomber, and like Slow wasn't able to snipe it with the dodge, right? If those 4 engineers didn't die, then it would have been quite different. At least he would have been able to secure the maxes, make some more units, maybe make a PD, so he wouldn't lose that automatically. Because if he still had the presence, it would deny Turbo from venturing out on the map as well.
But it's just a very silly place to build spam, because you can't go anywhere. You have like one angle of attack the ACU can block.
You're like trapped, and you can't, like, the main base isn't easy to raid on this map because of the choke points.
Like, where Turbo's building this PD now would have been a better spot. Or just don't do that. No, like, oh, he's actually building a lot of PD. Like, right of his ACU, north of where he dropped. But this is why.
Oh, there, yeah, true. But like, or like where what Turin did, that make more sense. Okay, yeah, he throws in the
okay,
towel.
GG. Yeah, this isn't happening. Man has 50 tanks to 120 tanks.